seems to work for you. You'll notice I have 2 mats today. I was trying to take cues from some other teachers that have arranged things so that no matter like which angle or what they're doing. So we'll see how that works. You'll have to let me know at the end what that feels like from your end of things. But just close the eyes down. Let the shoulders come right over the hips. And so begin to notice the spine. Notice what it feels like today. Maybe go ahead and roll the shoulders a few times. Just noticing the shoulder joint, maybe just the right side and then just the left. And then taking the opposite direction. And then we'll begin to add some breath with that. So as you inhale, take those shoulders up towards the ears. As you exhale, bring the shoulders down and around back. Inhale, take the shoulders up. Exhale, back and down. We'll take a few breaths, just bringing movement to the shoulder joint. And then take that the opposite direction. So as you inhale, take the shoulders back and up. And as you exhale, bring them forward and down. And come back into just a neutral space here. Allow the shoulders to be still. And notice what they feel like after that movement. Inhale right here, and with the exhale, let the chin come down towards the chest. And notice the stretch on the back of the neck. Then inhale up, maybe bring your neck just to a neutral position, or maybe even bring the chin all the way up towards the sky. And on the exhale, chin down towards the chest. Just exaggerating that yes motion with your head. Moving with breath. Inhale, opening this up, maybe all the way through the chin and the neck. Coming back into that neutral space here. And then again, just bringing attention to what it feels like in the neck and the shoulders after you've added that movement. So I know for me, because I spend an enormous amount of time now staring at a screen, I just feel like my shoulders and my neck are calling for some extra attention. So maybe that's for you as well in this work from home situation. And then I'll add a little twist here. So you can open the eyes or leave them closed, whatever works for you. Take that right hand behind, left hand comes to the right knee. And just begin to add a twist from the waist. And then we'll inhale this through center and take that twist to the opposite side. Feeling the hips still securely grounded. And moving this side to side. Inhale through center. Exhale, find that twist. Inhale through center. Exhale, find that twist. Just take a few more, moving it again side to side. Even yourself out. And come back into a neutral middle sit. So maybe go ahead and switch up the cross of the legs. And we'll just take those arms and move them with breath. So as you inhale, move the arms as if they're moving through water, coming all the way up. Maybe the hands reach towards the sky, maybe the palms come together. On the exhale, release those hands down and really be intentional about this. So you're engaging the entire arm in this. Inhale, all the way up, gathering up the energy, bringing the palms towards the sky, fingertips long, or perhaps the hands come together, whatever's okay for the shoulders. Exhale, taking it back down. 2 more. Inhale, bring those palms together. Or maybe fingers towards the sky, but the shoulders are down and away from the ears. So it's that opposition here to get the length in the arms. Exhale down. And last one. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, fingertips down. And then we'll move into a side body stretch, just sort of easy. Right hand down, left arm up, bring that stretch to the side body. Inhale up through center. Exhale, take that to the opposite. And just taking this from side to side. Engaging the core through this. So if you notice, the belly begins to sort of loosen, pull that belly button in towards the spine. One more each side. And then roll yourself down. Coming all the way to the mat and bring the belly button in and down towards the mat. So pull that in and get the spine all the way flat. The heels are coming up close towards the sits bones. And we'll bring the fingertips to the nape of the neck, elbows out wide, belly button in. I keep forgetting that one. And if you have a block, you're welcome to use it between the thighs. If not, just skip it. But think about engaging the inner thigh here. Inhale, pulling that spine long. Exhale, shoulder blades come up, elbows come in. Using the core here, we're taking tiny little pulses for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're moving to 50. So stay right here, maybe float 1 foot. We're at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Maybe you're floating the other foot. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perhaps you have both heels off the mat. Perhaps you're laying them down today. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last 10, whatever you want to do. If you want to add intensity, you're bringing the heels towards the sky and the fingertips towards the toes. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring those shoulder blades down. Let the knees come in. Catch around the shins. Maybe you're rocking it side to side. Maybe you're staying in stillness. Notice here what the shoulders feel like as they come from that. Usually we don't think so much about the shoulders in this. But you'll probably know I'm really digging the shoulders today. I think it's just that week of sitting behind a computer all day long. Upping my Zoom skills, no doubt, but still. So maybe stay right there. If you'd like to open up through the hips a little bit more, go ahead and take a happy baby. And perhaps even begin to straighten one leg or the opposite if you've got that opening to begin with. But it's early, so maybe you don't. Just do whatever it is that's feeling good here as you begin to open up. We'll bring those knees back together and extend the heels towards the sky. Lift the hips just a bit and make a diamond with the fingers. Place it underneath the sacrum. And we'll do some leg lifts here. So pulling that belly button towards the spine again, bringing the spine all the way down the mat. Inhale, find length in the legs, energize those, and with the exhale, we release the heels down and we're going to float them a few inches off the mat. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, bring those heels down a few inches off the mat. And we'll just continue like this. So you can stay with this. You're welcome to float the shoulders up off the mat. If you don't need that support in your lower back, you are welcome to float the hands. I need the support in my lower back right now, so I'm leaving that little diamond shape to give me some support. Inhale, the heels come up towards the sky, long legs. Exhale, bringing the heels down, maybe taking just 3 more again, bringing the shoulders up if you need more intensity, float in the arms. Last one, and we're gonna pause here with the heels floating over the mat. Maybe your shoulders are floating, maybe they're down. For 3, 2, and 1. Then release the feet all the way down. If you're sitting on your hands, release those, and we'll open this up into a big X. Arms wide, legs wide, energy coming out the fingertips and the toes. Full inhale right here. And with the exhale, just release it down. So let go of the energy. Let the shoulders come down. Let the arms rest on the mat. You're still in your X, but you're not an energized X. And we'll take that again. Inhale, energize. Fingers, toes, long lines of energy. Exhale, just release. One more. Inhale. Bring energy through the entire body here. Notice what the hips feel like. Notice the shoulders. Notice the fingers. Can you feel the energy coming out all of the extremities? Exhale, just release. Pause for breath. Then bring those heels back in towards the sits bones. Hands are coming down by the side body, and we'll move into a few bridge lifts just to really engage that back side body as well. So the fingertips are reaching their way towards the heels, the palms are down. Inhale, hips come up. Exhale, release the hips down. 2 more, inhale, hips up. Exhale, release the hips down. Or we will pause this next one. Inhale, take the hips up. If you want some more, bring the palms together, wiggle the shoulder blades underneath you, and really bring the hips towards the sky. Maybe you feel it in the quads right now. You need a little bit of a stretch in the hip flexor and the quads. For 3, 2, and 1. Hips coming back down, knees come in. Another hug, another happy baby. Wherever your body is leading you right now. One more breath, just release. Then we'll catch behind the thighs and rock our way up. So you'll find a boat pose. Maybe keep those toes tapping. Maybe float them. You decide. You're also welcome, right, to not support the thighs and to extend out through the legs. Just noticing what the body feels like here as you balance on the sit bones. If you're coming back onto the sacrum, really bring the chest up towards the sky, shoulders down away from the ears. It's 3 more breaths. Full inhale, full exhale. Inhale, exhale. 1 more, deep inhale. And with this exhale, open this up, just release into your butterfly. Maybe rock it out, maybe sit in stillness, maybe bring the chest forward. So just follow the lead of your body here. And we're getting ready to move. So cross at the ankles, bring this forward, and find your box. Go ahead and sway those hips out from side to side. Maybe you move this all the way into hip circles if that would feel better. I know it always feels good to me to have that pop on either side, and I have to get my hip circles there to get my pops. So for 3, 2, and 1. Moving the opposite direction if you're taking those hip circles. For 3, 2, and 1. Back into your box. Moving into a cat-cow here. Inhale, drop the belly, gazes up. Chest coming through the shoulder blades. Exhale, rounding through the spine. Bring some weight into the palms here as you bring that forehead down. Inhale, drop the belly, gazes up. Exhale, pushing into the palms as you bring weight into the hands, rounding through the spine. Nice big cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Take 3 more just using your breath, and we're going to meet in our cat. Really pushing down into those palms as you're in your cat here. Think about the fingertips section cupping down into the mat, really engaging through the shoulders. That space between the shoulder blades lifts just maybe another millimeter. Pulling that belly button up and in, pausing here for 3, 2, 1. Then we're going to curl those toes under and bring our hips down towards our heels. So giving our toes a bit of a stretch. Now we probably have not been wearing heels every day, but still sometimes our feet need a little bit of love. So decide how much weight you want on your toes here. Obviously, the further back you go, the more weight you get. Just experience that stretch in your toes. I usually have to reach around and release my little toe so it gets just as much fun as the rest of them, but depends on your anatomy here. For 3, 2, 1. Bringing this back into your box, and go ahead and tap out the toes. Find that neutral spine one more time. Toes under. Inhale. Right here with the exhale, we'll find our first downward facing dog. Think about the chest coming towards the thighs here. The fingers are pushing down into the mat. The palm feels like a section cut into the mat. Chest is coming through the shoulders. Belly button up and in. Pausing here for 3, 2, 1. Then tiptoeing those toes all the way up to your fingers. And rolling this up 1 vertebrae at a time. Inhale. Finding your mountain. Shoulders down away from the ears. Energizing again through the arms there. Exhale. Hands down. Samasthiti. Moving into some sun salutations. Inhale. Arms up. Look up. Exhale. Deep forward fold, chest connects with the thighs. Inhale up to your halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, the feet move to the back of the mat. We're coming down into your high plank, or maybe your low plank, you choose. Maybe you bring the knees down and you're modifying. Pausing for 3, 2, 1. That exhale takes you through as the elbows come close to the side body. All the way down through your chaturanga. Your inhale brings you up to your low cobra. If you're ready for high cobra, go there. I know some of y'all have lots of flexibility in your lower back. Pausing for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, brings this up through your box. Curl those toes under. Exhale, find your downward facing dog. Again, chest connects with the thighs. From here, we'll inhale, bend the knees and look forward, and on the exhale, the right foot comes to the top of the mat between the hands. You can stay up on the left toes. If you're ready, you can bring that left knee down. We'll bring the arms by the side body. That belly button comes up off the thighs, and our core brings us up. Modify crescent or your low crescent. The shoulders are down and away from the ears. Maybe you've taken that little back bend, or maybe your gaze is straight forward. Feel what it's like here. Are your shoulders stacked over your hips? Is your belly button in towards the spine? Full inhale right here. On the exhale, we'll take a twist. The left hand comes front, the right arm goes back. And we're thinking about that twist happening at the waist. The belly button's in. Inhale right here, and on the exhale, see if you can get just a little bit more twist, and maybe your gaze goes over the backhand now. Full inhale right here. On the exhale, Spiral those hands. The left hand comes down, the right hand spirals to the outside of the right foot. Curl those left toes under, and we'll bring that right foot to the back of the mat, finding again our high plank. Pausing here. If you'd like to take it down to a low plank at chaturanga, you're welcome to do that. We have one more breath in this plank, and then we'll all take it through our chaturanga. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, find that low cobra. Maybe you're ready for high cobra, maybe you're ready for up dog. Perhaps that chest even comes up. Exhale. You can take it through your box, or you can roll over the toes, find your downward facing dog. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, this time that left foot comes to the front of the mat. Right knee is down if you did so on the other side, or maybe you're up on those right toes. That belly button is up and in. We're bringing it up off the thigh. The arms come by the side body, and the core brings us up on modified crescent, or maybe your full crescent if you're up on your back toes. Shoulders are down away from the ears, and we're reaching the fingertips towards the sky. Full length at the spine with the inhale. The exhale takes us open as we twist. And our gaze can stay towards the front as we find that length in our inhale. And on the exhale, maybe we get a little more twist, and perhaps the gaze comes over the back hand. Inhale right here. On the exhale, we spiral the hands. The right hand comes down to the inside of the left foot. The left hand spirals around. Curl up those back toes, and we're picking up that left foot and bringing it back. Find your plank. Maybe it's high. Maybe you've modified. Maybe you're down in your chaturanga. For 3. Belly button is up and in. 2. And 1. Bending through the elbows as you take a deep exhale, bringing this all the way down. Inhale brings you up, low cobra, high cobra. Upward facing. Exhale, push this back. It's child's pose, it's down dog, it's whatever you want. I'm moving to the child's pose and just sort of wiggling my hips a little bit because I feel like I've got some lower back that needs to stretch out. We're taking 2 more breaths right here. And inhaling the sit, coming back into your box, pulling that belly button up and in, and finding that cat spine one more time as you exhale. Curl those toes under, keep your cat spine as you bring your hips up, find your downward facing dog. Maybe this is where you want to walk out your dog. We're going to spend 5 breaths here so you can really experience this down dog. Maybe you want to bend the knees a few times, bring your hips down to the heels, and then straighten. Getting ready to move. Inhale, that right leg comes up, 3-legged dog. Notice the hips squared off down towards the mat. The right toes are pointing down, really flexing through that right foot. Inhale, see if you can lift that right heel just a little higher. On the exhale, bring the knee in, see if you can tap your nose. Inhale, bring that right leg back up, 3-legged foot. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, all the way up, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Gaze comes up, right foot plants between the hands. You're again welcome to stay up on those left toes or bring the left knee down and find a modified crescent or full crescent. We're leaving our hands down because we're going to work out, or we're going to stretch out that hamstring for a bit. So think about bringing the right knee right over the right heel and extending out through that back leg so that you're really getting a nice hip flexor stretch. Inhale right here. On the exhale, we're straightening through that front leg, flexing through the right toes, bringing them up. Feeling the stretch on the back of the right leg, the back of the hamstring. Inhale, bring this back into your modified crescent or your full crescent if you're up on your toes. Exhale, Bring it back. Hamstring stretch. Modified pyramid, your half split. Just taking this with your breath. So you inhale into your modified crescent, hero crescent. You're exhaling some form of the hamstring stretch. Doing this with your breath just a few more times. And your next inhale brings you back into your modified crescent, your full crescent, wherever you are. Notice the hips being squared off down towards the mat here because we're going to move into our standing splits. We want to start from that stable position. So if you're down on your knees, you're curling up onto the back toes. All of the weight comes into the front leg as you release that back leg up. The hands can be down on blocks, they can be down on the mat, but our hips are squared off down towards the mat, really flexing through those left toes. So it's not as much about how high you're getting that left leg as about if you're keeping the hips squared off and if you're feeling that stretch on the back side of the right leg. We'll inhale right here. On the exhale, bring the left knee behind the right knee, take a little bend. Inhale, extend back up, standing splits. Exhale, knee to knee. If you'd like to add balance here, you are certainly welcome to bring one hand or the opposite to your right leg. But we're going to continue with this little curtsy squat. Inhale, extend, standing split. Exhale, knee to knee. Your breath here. Inhale, extend, exhale, knee to knee. One more, and we're going to pause in that little curtsy. Exhale, knee to knee. If you are already in balance, you're golden. I'm impressed. I always fall when I try and balance on that movement. If you're not already in balance, go ahead and see if you can take one hand or the opposite behind the right ankle, or maybe we bring hands to heart center. I'm going with one hand today for 3, 2, 1. Bring that right hand down, extend back up into standing splits. That should feel really good as a nice stretch. Exhale, feet together, deep forward fold. Let the chest connect with the thigh. Do whatever feels good here with your hands. If you need a little bit more stretch, bring your hands behind your calves and pull yourself down. If you want shoulders to come into the play, bring the hands behind the back and bring the palms together towards the front of the room. We'll inhale this up, take this through chair, just pausing in that chair for one breath. And then our inhale brings you all the way up to a mountain. Exhale, Sonic Stevie. Pulling that belly button up and in, and really feeling the feet root into the mat here. Just one breath to notice what the feet feel like on the mat. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, deep forward fold, chest connects, lift the thighs. Inhale up to your halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, the feet move back. Find your plank, high, low, in your chaturanga, on the knees, wherever you need to be. 2 and 1. That exhale brings you through all the way down. Inhale, upward dog, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. And we'll take that through on the left side, really thinking about the hamstring here. Inhale, left leg up, 3-legged dog. Starting from that squared off position. Hips and shoulders squared down to the mat. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to nose. We bring our left foot between our hands, and you take the same variation on the opposite side as long as you don't have injuries that one side's different than the other. So I'm bringing my right knee down. First, we start from this place of left knee right over left ankle, pulling that belly button up and in, so using the core to support the weight of the body. As we exhale, walk those hands back, straighten through the front leg, left toes point toward the ceiling. Inhale, bring this back. Left knee right over left ankle. But think about extending through that back leg so that you're getting that hip flexor stretch. And then you're going to just continue this with your breath, flowing this out, taking that hamstring stretch on the exhale, bringing it back into a modified crescent, a full crescent, whatever you're doing here on the inhale. And continuing this, maybe each time you come back into that modified pyramid or your half split or your pyramid, you get just a little bit deeper into the hamstring, into the back of that leg. The more we flex through our toes, the more I feel it anyway. Taking 2 more. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Now we're curling up the back toes. If you were down on the back knee, all of the weight comes into our front foot. We're moving into our standing split here. So your next inhale brings that right leg up off the mat. Toes are pointing down. Left leg feels really strong into the mat. Hands are down on blocks, they're down onto the mat. First, we inhale and bring that right heel up just a little bit, but it's, again, more about keeping square than it is bringing that right leg up really high. On the exhale, little bend into the left leg as we bring our right knee behind our left knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to knee. So stay with this, bringing the hand, keeping the hands down, or if you want to move into balance with this movement, you're welcome to take hands to ankle, you're welcome to take hands to heart center, maybe just one, maybe both. We'll take 2 more. And this last one, as you bring the right knee behind the left knee, you have a little bend. Everyone's going to try some sort of balance, and it might be coming up to the fingertips. That's probably where I'm staying right on this side. Our left knee is bent, our right heel comes towards our bum. So we're engaging the right hamstring, getting some stretch, but also some strength in the left. Next inhale brings you back into your standing splits. And then all the way down, deep forward fold. Again, choose here what's going to work for you. If you need some shoulders, and I do, hands come behind your sacrum and you bring the palms together, coming over. If you need more stretch in the hamstrings, then you might be catching behind your calves. This inhale takes you through your chair, pulling that belly button up and in. Really just pausing just for one breath. And then all the way up. Find your mountain. Those shoulders are down away from the ears. Add that back bend if it feels good. And exhale takes you into your Samasthiti. Notice the energy in the body here. As you push the feet into the mat, feel the feet grounded, and you have energy coming out the hands. Maybe close the eyes down and notice where you feel the weight. And if you can feel yourself in that movement, bless you.
Thank you.
Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, take this down, deep forward fold. Inhale up to your halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, our feet move back into our plank. So you know the options here. You can stay up high. You can bring it down into your chaturanga. You want that kind of intensity. You can bring your knees down and take your chaturanga there. That adds a lot of intensity as well. 2 and 1. That next inhale brings you all the way up through. Maybe it's an up dog, maybe it's a low cobra. Let's just pause here. Notice what the back feels like, what the spine feels like. And can you bring your shoulders down and away from your ears? Next exhale takes you back. Find your child's pose. Reach those arms up to the front of the mat and see if you can energize the arms and really feel some stretch in this. Taking a few breaths here. Maybe stay in that child's pose. Maybe you move into something else. Maybe you want to bring the palms together and then take them behind the nape of the neck. Maybe you want something else, but you have a few breaths to notice what's happening in your body. Maybe grab water. Taking just 2 more breaths wherever you are. Know that if you are doing something on one side, you probably want to move to the opposite. And then as you're ready, we'll move back into your down dog. So maybe it's an inhale through your box, curl those toes under, and exhale, find your downward facing dog. So I'm going to try and move to my other side here, so we'll see how that works, right? We've been here before, so really think this time about that chest coming through the shoulders and our neck being a natural extension of our spine, pulling that belly button up and in. And we'll reset this down dog with a full inhale, bringing the hips up or bringing the heels up, and exhale, heels down. See if your chest can stay where it is. This next time you're going to inhale, bringing the heels up and really work that chest towards the thighs. Exhale, bring it down. One more, just like that. Chest remains where it is as you inhale, heels up. Exhale, bring them down.
Oh, I see.
Inhale, right leg up, 3-legged dog. Hips are squared off here. Now we're intentionally going to open the hips by bending the knee and opening the knee back up. So we're bringing the right heel towards the hip. So it's minimizing the space between the right heel and the hip and opening that up. Still keep that right shoulder down. Take some hip circles here, keeping the heel close to the bone. And then take them the opposite direction. We'll inhale this back up into our 3-legged dog, really being intentional about squaring off through the hips. On the exhale, right foot comes between the palms. Hands are down, pulling that belly button up and in. So maybe you stay up this time on the back toe. Maybe you want to come down again. That's okay. Whatever works for you. I think I'm going to come down because I know my balance isn't just doing super awesome things right now. And then our inhale brings us up. The core is moving us and supporting us. High crescent, low crescent. Inhale right here. On the exhale, we're adding some balance here as we move into our hamstring stretch. So you straighten through the front leg, and we're bringing the arms, backs of the hands up behind us. Inhale, bring this back. Modified crescent, full crescent. On the exhale, moving into your pyramid, your half split, but adding that balance. If the balancing is not working, bring the hands back down and pulse this out this way. But it's that same movement. Inhale into your crescent. Exhale into your half split or your half pyramid or your full pyramid. If you want to come up, you might take this from a warrior one, because that will allow for some balance or stability. Inhale into that hip flexor stretch on the left. Exhale into the hamstring stretch. Take one more wherever you are. And this time we're going to pause with the hamstring stretch. So maybe you're down on the back knee, maybe you're in your pyramid here. The hands are down, the hands are floating, you choose. But the hips are squared off towards the front of the mat. 3, 2, 1. And from here, you're going to take a slight bend into the front knee and move right into your standing splits. So if you were down on your back knee here, it's that little bend. You want to come up onto the toes as you move into your standing splits. Pausing right here. 3, 2, 1. We're going to bend that left knee. Take a little bend in the right knee. Move back into that curtsy squat. Just taking 3 this time. Inhale, extend. Standing splits. Exhale, knee to knee. Inhale, extend. Standing splits. Exhale, knee to knee. And so take a moment here to play. If you'd like to play with baby grasshopper, that left hand comes down flat to the mat. Our right hand catches the outside edge of our left foot. And as we bend into our right leg, we straighten through our left. So now we're feeling that stretch on the outside of our left leg. You are also welcome to stay with that little balance here. Actually, it's a big balance. This is harder for me, so this is really what I should be doing as opposed to baby grasshopper. But we have a few breaths to play with, whatever your body really needs right now. So I need to do something that is fun for me, so I'm going to baby grasshopper. 2, and 1. Coming back through this. Inhaling back into your standing splits. Exhale, left foot comes down beneath the right. And we'll just dangle this out. So catch opposite elbows. Feet can come almost mat width apart. Maybe it's just a little bigger than hip width apart. And rock this out side to side. Go ahead and take those toes towards the corners of the mat. Bring the hands down and then let the hips come down so you can find your Malasana. We're not staying long here, but I know I'm told you should do Malasana every single day. So for me, this feels pretty good and I wouldn't mind doing it every day, but I know it doesn't feel good for everyone. So if you have a block and the hips aren't feeling great, go ahead and grab the block, stick it underneath the hips. Pausing. Or maybe your hands are down and you're supporting yourself. 1 more breath. Bring those hands down. Let the hips come back up. Heel toe the feet in. Back to about hip width apart, or maybe all the way together if that is better for you. Roll this up 1 vertebrae at a time. As you come all the way up, arms moving through like a really viscous liquid, so we're really engaging the arms. Hands come together, maybe it's a little back bend, or maybe the hands are apart, but the shoulders are down away from the ears. Exhale, take this into Samastiti. Adding a little vinyasa here. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, deep forward fold. Inhale up to your halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, feet to the back of the mat. High push-up, low push-up, chaturanga, wherever you're staying. 2 and 1. Maybe you're moving into your chaturanga from your high push-up. That weight comes towards the front of the mat. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing through your box to curl up those toes. You choose. Pushing this back. Find your downward facing dog. And we'll reset that down dog 1 more time. So as you take an inhale, come up high onto the toes and think about bringing the chest back towards the thighs. Nice. Exhale, bring those heels down. And then from here, we'll move this on to the opposite side. So inhale, left leg up, 3-legged dog. Starting intentionally with the hips squared off. Then we're going to bend the knee and stack the hip. And notice the difference here as we open them up. The left heel comes close to the bone. Taking those hip circles here. 3, 2, 1. Then the opposite direction for 3, 2, and 1. Resetting back into your three-legged dog. Hips are really squared off down to the mat. On the exhale, left leg comes to the front of the mat. The right knee is down or up. You're going to move into that balance as we pulse between our hamstring and our hip flexor here. So you choose what you're doing here. Inhale brings you up. It's that modified crescent. It's the full crescent. Maybe it's warrior one, but the arms are up. And then we're floating the arms if that works for your body. As you exhale, straighten through that front leg. Bring the arms behind. The backs of the hands are coming up. So we get a little or a lot of a stretch depending on what we're thinking, and it's taking some more intensity. We move with the core. Inhale takes you back into that hip flexor stretch. If you're moving from the crescent, exhale back into your hamstring. 2 more. Inhale up. Exhale back and straighten. Again, if you're doing this from warrior one, you're keeping that front leg up off, or your back leg up off the mat, but the hips are still squared down. So wherever you are with your next exhale, find that hamstring stretch for whatever it is for you. It can be down on the back knee, we can be up into our pyramid. The important thing is to have the hips squared off to the front of the mat. So we're really getting a stretch where we want it. Then a tiny bend into that left knee as we bring all the weight into the left foot and extend that right leg up off the mat. Find your standing splits. Exhale, knee behind knee. So pulsing it just those 2 more times. Inhale up, exhale, knee to knee. Inhale up, exhale, knee to knee. And you're pausing here, working balance. If that's your work today, working baby grasshopper, if that's your work today. So choose something that you want. Balance, the hands come maybe heart center, maybe behind the left ankle. Baby grasshopper, right hand comes down flat to the mat. Left hand catches the outside edge of the right foot. And as you straighten through that right leg, you bend into the left. Pulling the belly button in and using the core here to help support the body. 2 more breaths. And 1. Hands come down. And we release that right leg back up into our standing splits. Exhale. Right foot comes down, meets the left. Again, we're going to dangle it out here. Catching opposite elbows. If you want to take a gorilla, because that would feel better for you, go for that. Bringing the backs of the hands down underneath the feet, and the toes can sort of tickle the wrists. You can even bring those elbows out to the side and bring the chest down through. But do something that's working here for your body, that feels good to your body. 2. And 1. So wherever you are, you're going to make sure the feet are wide enough apart so that you can come down in Trimalasana. The toes are pointing towards the corners of the mat, and we bring those hips down. The elbows are on the inside of the thighs. And we'll pause here for a few breaths. So if it would feel good to you to go ahead and take a bind here, go ahead and go for that. The right hand can come to the elbow comes on the inside of the leg. The palm comes down to the outside of the right foot. The left arm extends up. And then we can stay there or maybe bring that left hand behind and wrap around the knee. And again, we all have different bodies and different anatomies, so decide if that works for you. Grab the block, stick it underneath the bum if that would alleviate some of the pressure on the hips or the knees. Release that right side. Just 1 breath in center, and then maybe move to the left if you took the bind. So the left hand sort of makes a little weave here. The elbow's on the inside of the leg. The palm is down on the outside of the foot. Right hand up, right arm comes behind, and maybe we take that weight on the side. Straps work really beautifully here, right? If you are working that mind. 2 more breaths wherever you are. Then release the mind and we come back into center, find that Malasana. Hands come down, put some weight into your hands as you release the hips up. Heel toe the feet back together. Let's reset with just swaying this out. So let the lower back release here. Catching opposite elbows. Chest coming down. Hands come all the way down. We heel toe the feet to wherever it is comfortable for us. Maybe they're all the way together. Maybe they're hip width apart. Bend through the knees. As you roll this up 1 vertebrae at a time. Arms come overhead. Little back bend, big back bend, whatever feels good here. Exhale, Samasthiti. Pulling that belly bend in and down, pushing the feet down into the mat. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, deep forward fold, chest and thigh connect. Inhale, up to your halfway lift. Exhale, hands plant, feet to the back of the mat. Pausing, it's a high plank, it's a low plank. It's whatever it is that makes sense for your body today. Maybe bring the knees down as you take that chaturanga. Exhale, bend through those elbows, bring the hands all the way down. And we'll come all the way down to the mat here. Bring the hands to make a little pillow underneath your forehead. Bring the heels up, so bend through the knees, begin to windshield wiper out through those legs. Take this as your active rest. So whatever it is that your body needs right now, if you need to just be in stillness, go for that. You don't do something more active, you're welcome to take a lotus or anything else that feels like it would be a good way for you to add what you need. But we are going to stay down. Take 1 more breath wherever you are, or even yourself out. Bring those hands underneath the shoulders, and our inhale will take us up through our box. We cross at the ankles, and we're going to sit this through. Bringing our feet to the front of the mat. And if you have something for a supported bridge, I'd suggest that. If you don't, you can just take a regular bridge, but that's how we'll finish off. So bringing yourself all the way down. Again, if you have a block or maybe even a bolster to support, that would be nice. If not, go into your regular bridge. The heels come in towards the sit bone. We pick the hips up or push the hips up, and if you've got the block, it's underneath the meaty part of the hips and supporting the sacrum. The hands can come to the side, or they can reach overhead if that would feel good. You can even extend out through the legs, opening up through the hip flexors 1 more time. Or you're moving into your bridge and not using the block and just pushing the hips up. So just find a place you can stay for about 5 breaths. And that might be a full back bend if that feels good in your practice. 3, 4, and 5. Go ahead and let yourself release down. So remove the block if you're in your supported position. Just let it spin down. The knees come in. Rock this out side to side. Maybe open it to a happy baby because that's amazing for some of us, right? But it's not so amazing for others. So do this thing that works for you. And then move into anything else that your practice needs to feel complete. So maybe you want to twist out. Maybe you want to finish with a reclined pigeon. That might feel good. But do something where your body is like, this is a good release. Shoulder stand. If you have a safe shoulder stand, that's a great way to end any practice, right? And then know as you finish whatever it is you need to complete your practice, the most important thing is to find a shavasana, a final resting place, where you can really allow the changes to assimilate in the body. You can allow the body to find rest and find peace. Thank you for letting me be part of your Saturday morning. I hope I see you all again next Saturday.